And I'm qualified to step to her correctly, and I'm not gonna fight if she has to reject me. Hello, Freddy. Russ, Bobus, Banana, Fana, Fofus, me, my, Mamus, Russ. Hello, Principal Todd. Okay, a Merkin discount sale. Oh, what's this?
All right.
And Russ, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't put the attic in the title of your stream. That's trademarked. That's trademarked. We're already having enough of a problem with Four Wick Candle. How dare you? How dare you cause us even more anguish? They shut the store? I don't know. Listen to your heart. Hello, listen to your heart. Comes in doing the moonwalk, immediately falls on butt. Hey, peeps. Hello, Tank Girl.
Hey, what's up, Negative Nation? And welcome to Negs Live. It is 4
Welcome to hell.
p.m. in the beautiful state of Indiana.
Yes.
We are gathered here today to chat.
Oh, I bet we are.
To chat. I see that Raven and the woman who told her not to cover Sarah's neglect are about to go live.
And that.
Of course, everybody's got a musical intro now. God, I can't have anything to myself originally, can I? So we may take a look at that because I'm kind of curious what the woman who talked.
Uh-oh.
It's been a week. Yeah. Hang on a second. We're going to put them up. I want to see.
What's with the clickbait titles, you and Hussy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Jan's channel is still up, unfortunately. I got my hopes up because I was kind of hoping that that old bat would be gone, but she's not. So
What the hell?
I think for some people it's been very upsetting.
Yeah, you think so?
I'm more annoyed than anything.
Adele, didn't you talk Raven out of like doing the things that she was going to do?
Emotions are high. And
emotions are high when it comes to child neglect. Yes.
Oh,
it is upsetting. Yeah, it is.
And I hope what comes out of this situation is that Locklear and her daughter get the intervention and help that is needed.
I agree.
Most streamers use intro and outro music, Ron. You did not pioneer that. No, he did not. Ron, that upvote buy-in bitch.
Agree with that. Wow, look at that. Me agreeing with people.
That's.
Wow, shocker. 305 my ass.
I thought long and hard this week.
Long and hard.
Long and hard about what?
After what happened, any of the clips I have are irrelevant.
Oh, okay.
The GoFundMe stuff doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
The e-bigging.
This is the route. This is the route we're taking.
And I would like to clarify loud and clear. I am not was not sitting for months on any sort of inappropriate clips.
Yeah, because it was getting to that point. She was getting comfortable with the child.
Not a
grooming.
thing.
Not you,
And
Sarah.
I think that's
Uh-huh.
a
Was
very
grooming her child.
irresponsible and
Oh, yes.
dangerous accusation to throw out.
That's
there.
right, Mrs. Coleman's pension. I am sniping.
You know.
Well, it's a goofy accusation. Let's be real.
It's a goofy
The-
accusation.
Yeah.
What do
Sarah
you mean?
did not stream in obscurity. She wasn't.
Mrs. Coleman, the wonderful teacher that made Negs's life a living hell. Well, I got abused by Mrs. Coleman. Don't think I forgot. I remember.
It's not like she was hiding and she was doing this, in some members chat somewhere or anything like that.
No, she
her
was doing it
channel's
for the
still
whole
there.
public. Yeah, she was doing it
Her
for the whole
streams are
public.
still
That's
there.
amazing.
It's
That's
fine that
amazing
Negs is
considering
sniping.
you
I don't
guys-
care. That's fine. It's not a big deal. That's fine.
Oh,
This
it
is
ain't
a
a big
public
deal.
stream. And
She did with let's
It's
see.
not
By
a
the way,
big
Death a
deal.
little.
Oh. Miss Coleman probably doesn't even remember Lil Ronnie. Probably not Freddie. Yes, Principal Todd. You hear that? Ron was the first streamer in history to use a guitar. Listen to your heart. Didn't Ron once say his son was watching Prawn in another room? And he doubled down. He is not a very responsible father, is he? No, he's not. Listen to your heart. Negs, how could you? How could you allow your child to watch that? Why didn't you step in and tell him to stop what he was doing? Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shameful parenting. Shameful. Oh, well, Russ, what are you talking about? You don't even have kids. How can you talk badly about my parenting? Well, hey, you let your son view that stuff. That's not good. That's not good. Kids don't need to be watching that.
Little boots. The people who withheld information was the two of you. You didn't tell anyone about the
Sorry, I
GoFundMe
have kids
scam.
outside my window, so Winston might bark.
Glory be, yes, I agree. It is the finger pointing that is
The
ridiculous.
finger
It's
pointing.
absolutely
The
out of control.
finger pointing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm
Okay.
not gonna do
Whatever.
that.
Yeah, don't be pointing fingers at me
I-
because you know better.
Did
A
you?
lot of what? Go ahead.
I didn't mean to. I want to kind of lighten the mood only because I thought it was pretty funny when I saw it.
Mhm. I don't care. Bad parents are fair game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen to your heart. They are.
Peanut was streaming, and
Vidal, pistachio, not peanut. Pistachio.
during her stream, she got very upset that people in the chat were talking about Sarah Locklear. She kept calling her Heather Locklear.
Oh my god. Wow.
It was so funny. She got so mad, she decided, I'm just going to end the stream. And I'm starting.
Ah, dear. His mind always goes to juvenile shit. He's that loser you say the job is pretty big, and he repeats pretty big and laughs. How fucking old is he? Oh, yeah. Principal Todd. Dear old Rhonda here. Dear old Rhonda is going to be 47. In 2 days, actually, because he told me, I remember him telling me this, his birthday is June 3rd. Woo-hoo for Negs.
starting a new one.
I've done that
Wow.
before.
Well, I mean, it was fresh. Like
I'll be damned if people are gonna like
Um,
clutch their pearls now after what they've
I want to give a little
ran
context.
roughshod over me
right?
and Clara for over a year or two. Especially this one
Started
right here. This
clipping
one's a
cloth here, and
racist. Vidal's a
understand,
racist. She's anti-white
I
racist,
wasn't
and she's not
watching
even
every
black.
stream all the-
How is she racist? He really gets an orgasm when other people fuck up. Yes. Oh, yes.
time because there were times she streamed a lot. She's very difficult to watch. And
Yeah.
I have a life outside of this.
Yeah. Good for you.
You know, I think I watched her once in May because I was a little busy with some I had.
Some shit. Yeah. That's cool.
Um,
Whatever.
Mm.
And what caught my attention again was her admitting that
Damn. I got
she
355
didn't spend
years.
any of the money
Somebody
that
run
was
tell
raised
that.
over the summer
Uh-huh.
from
Lucky
the
you.
GoFundMe on a
Right.
laptop.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute. So yeah, I started
Majority of those people are only there to hate watch. I hate to tell you the truth. They're not there to support you. And why do you continue to buy likes? Why do you continue to buy likes? Why? Why? You can't handle the heat? Huh? Big bad Negs over here can't handle the heat. DC can handle it, but not Negs. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Clara, but Ron's penis is in another attic. Oh, yeah. Principal Todd, yep.
paying attention.
Oh,
And
now
my
you did. Okay.
intent, I did not want to go after her socioeconomic status, her education
I don't care.
level, her
She's poor white
intelligence
trash.
level,
She's
and
a
I wanted to
retard.
steer clear of the kids.
Everybody like
Locklear's an
stream,
easy
please.
She's already been exploiting her
My
child
whole
online.
thing was
We've already talked about this.
mainly the money part of it and just presenting her in her own words and saying, look, like if you still want to support her, go ahead, but these are
Listen to your heart. Tank Girl Vidal said it. But who cares? She was not being serious. Yeah.
things, you know. I wasn't going to make her content.
Anna Nicole. Exactly. I went in what they think is the wrong chats, and they've been beating that dead horse for years now. But let's all be so kind to Sarah.
It was going to be a one and done. And yes, you know, Vidal was like, girl, I don't know if I would do that. But it was Belinda. And I've talked to Belinda
Oh.
about this. And she's like,
So
"Just
have
be honest,
I."
it's what happened.
Yeah.
Belinda was the one.
So have I. And speaking of which, Belinda now mods for me too. So what are you gonna do about that? You're gonna have another meltdown over that? You're gonna have another meltdown over that? Oh my gosh, Russ made Belinda a mod. DC, get the fire extinguisher out.
One that texted me the Friday
But it was
before.
Vidal who said not to cover it.
And I
Vidal,
was
the
gonna
one
do
sitting
the
right here
stream
on screen
April
with her.
24th.
Right here. This woman right here. See her right here?
And-
Vidal.
I had tweeted out on a
I think she said it to Tragic to stir him up. Probably. Listen to your heart. Didn't Tiananmen Square happen on June 3rd? I don't know.
April 17th, you know, about like the hypocrisy.
You hear any hammering? I'm actually having an
and
addition
them
built onto my house.
witnessing, you know, and all this
Addition
stuff.
of
and
what?
even said like, and you admitting that your daughter was like,
In addition, yeah, he's going to expand the store again. He's having an addition. An addition to the store.
getting inappropriate pictures. They posted on Twitter, the phone had been removed. So I was like, okay, cool. Like she's doing something about it.
But she's a shitty mother and a
So then on
retard and a
April
poor
17th,
piece
I
of white
tweeted something
trash.
about it. And people
Uh-huh.
saw that tweet. People liked that tweet. And
Yeah.
no one
Also, you
listened.
here? Are you a
And
hero
then
now?
Belinda texted me the Friday before I was going to do the stream
Are you a hero now? Are you a hero now?
Mm-hmm. We let Al
it's
get
like,
let the
hey,
cat out of the
can you
bag
not?
before we went in and solidified the
And at that
case
point,
against
I'm
her.
like, no one's listening.
634 viewers. What the
And
fuck?
keep in mind, things were
Somebody
not like
screenshot that and put that.
It might be D buying them. She couldn't keep up matching donos for dislikes, which would cost her $1,400 a week. Spending $12 for 300 likes is more economical. Who's on panel with Raven? Listen to your heart. That is Vidal. That's who's on panel with Raven is Vidal.
That in
weren't
Discord,
looking
please.
at things through the lens that we are now.
Screenshot that and drop it in the Discord, please. I gotta seen it.
And I was at that time
Because
I'm like,
according to
why
Four Wick
bother?
Candle, all the
Okay,
haters
why
are coming
bother?
out
No
now.
one's
So
listening.
600
And
viewers.
I feel
What?
like I know if I would have yelled louder about it on April 17th.
Because according to Four Wick Candle is right about everything. Everything.
Mhm.
I would then be accused of exploiting what was going on or whatever.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, because that's
I
the way
wanna
you guys.
clarify
That's
that.
the.
It's not it's not just that we're looking through a different lens. It's just that at the time, listen, we can't joke around. I think everyone has been well, most people in the community have been well aware that Sarah, okay,
Yes,
she's been around years. She's been around a lot of different communities.
I'm going to start pausing because I'm not going to react live. I'm going to pause and respond to things. You fucking went after my child. You and all these other people in your community went after my child based on nothing, based on absolutely nothing. You saw no neglect. You saw fucking nothing. And then you see this girl doing everything she can, cussing in front of her child, calling her names, talking about her fucking looking at adults' dicks, talking about my dick in front of her child, and you say nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we, people have encountered her streams at one point or another.
Because she don't
okay?
care.
And one of the big dust ups was more than a year ago when she decided to live stream with her child in the back seat, going down the freeway, reading chat, and screaming about sexual.
No one went after your child, Negs. People went after you. Yep. Listen to your heart. That's very true. Everybody went after him, not his kid. Everybody went after him in DC, including me. And they loved it back then, and they both still love it now.
Stuff in front of her kid.
Yeah, yeah. Then you guys continued to hang out with her just because she hated Negs, hated me. I am glad all you motherfuckers hated me, because if you hadn't hated me, none of this shit would have come out and been exposed. And believe me, I'm not done exposing it to the proper people. I'm gonna get there. There are people who don't give a fuck if she's not a fucking small creator.
See, Negs was talking when they were bought. It was D or Clara.
But the shit she's done and the shit her kid has said and talked about, it's abhorrent. I don't think she's going to lose her kid because the government really doesn't give a fuck about children because they traffic them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole now. Unfortunately, the person who did this, I don't know if anyone here remembers Bobbleheaded Disco Biscuit.
No,
yeah.
He is complaining at people criticizing him at the time he was best buddies with Tragic and Clara was misbehaving online. Okay, yeah. Is everybody liking the stream? Please thumbs up the program.
The one who clipped that and put that on Twitter.
If you want to continue to help Rustifer in the algorithm, Sarah's gross behavior has nothing to do with people calling out your shit behavior, Ron. Uh-huh.
And it went kind of viral.
And now I have me and he's gonna be like, now of course me and Clara continue to have Russ and his community come after us about all of this as well. All of this as well, aside from Forwick Candle, aside from Belinda, and so many other people. Why don't you go outside and get some fresh air for once, Ross? He's a broken record, uh-huh. Negs knows she won't lose her kids based on his own experience. He don't know nothing. Listen to your heart.
Viral in the community, basically.
I see what's happening. People are buying me thumbs up. That's why I had 600 viewers.
Lola, and that's what I showed Azria.
You bought him yourself. You bought him yourself. He's paranoid, admitted his minor, watches porn, has drugs in the house, has mailed rooms, has guns laying about. I wouldn't call CPS, but I understand why others have. Yeah. Yeah, it's concerning, you know? It's concerning. Oh, but Russ, no harm is going to come to the kid. No harm is going to come to the kid. People just like to continue to call CPS on me and Clara for no reason, just for more views and more attention on the internet and more attention to their channels. That's why they do it. If somebody has a legitimate concern, okay, they have the right to act on that, whether you like it or not.
And that's how, you know, a lot of people have known that she's, you know, she's kind of problematic. Now, unfortunately, Bobbleheaded Disco Biscuit has long since deleted her account. She's long gone. I don't know where she's at.
Why is it okay for all of you to be problematic and all of you to have problems and all of you to struggle and all of you, but when it comes to a man, see, this is like, y'all should have started.
Negs exposed everything. Thanks, Negs. Yeah. Fact is, the Sarah situation has nothing to do with Ron or Clara, and they are in moral position to speak on it. Ron looks like he is smelling his own farts. Yet, Principal Todd, Sarah's stuff has nothing to do with me either. But I still spoke on it because I also felt like I had a moral position to speak on it, since there are people in my community that are parents. And there you go. That's why I said something.
The She-Hulk man haters club, because it's all you do is you hate men. You hate men because men have rejected you and men don't desire you, right? Men desire me. How does that make you feel?
Nobody desires you except DC, and DC only desires you because she has no other choice. I went there. Have another fit.
But
she helped me with Monty too.
did she? Yeah, she
Oh, by the way, big shout out to Monty. Remember Monty?
Yeah.
He decided to do the enemy of my enemy is my friend shit.
Oh, yeah. Listen to your heart. Revenge porn, nags, dramas with local businesses and school, and he has a nerve to call others problematic. Yeah, listen to your heart. Because Negs has been completely vindicated, but us blind fuckers refuse to acknowledge that and apologize. Yeah. Oh, DC. Oh, God. I'm such a victim.
and has absolutely tanked his fucking channel. Haven't you, Monty? Hey, Monty, you know what I did in that amount of time? I deleted a whole ass channel that I'd had forever, an account I'd had for 10 years, and started a new one.
She would get some.
And
That's what you're known for doing anyway, so that's no surprise.
I'm outperforming you by 6 times.
Ridiculous
okay.
clips.
Yeah.
What does being not married have to do with any of this? What the fuck? Lol. Beats me, Tank Girl.
she was
Yeah.
she was a good clipper.
She was a good one.
But so this is it's not that we didn't know and people were ignoring or anything. It's just
Yes.
that we didn't have
Yes, you were ignoring. You were ignoring. You were ignoring the fact, like, if I had had my kid in here saying the things that you guys were saying, you would have called CPS, you would have covered it for a week. But since it's one of your fellow fucking hatchet wounds, another fucking piece of shit woman, yeah, you covered for her because she didn't like me, the good looking guy who wouldn't fuck you in a million years. I'm just gonna be real, and that's the only thing this could be over, because nothing has been done to any of you to warrant the absolute abhorrent actions of your peers, of your friends, and of anybody else.
the in your face.
Mhm. He is flexing. He deleted a whole channel while he was on benefits. Yeah.
Really problematic, horrible stuff that we saw.
Anna Nicole, they all get 100 chances, can make 1,000 mistakes, but anyone else outside of their group gets hung in town square.
What was it, a week ago or whatever it was with that stream?
Yeah, I think
Like-
it was a week ago tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Negs, you contribute nothing. Oh, you got to really listen to your heart.
Yeah. Before that, it was more yelling at her.
Let me say that again.
Yeah. Before that, it was more of just her yelling at her kids. We couldn't really hear her kids. We didn't necessarily hear her kids. We couldn't
But since you couldn't see them on camera.
Oh, it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so energetic, you know. Don't be calling anybody else over here or we're gonna have another meltdown. World War III and DEFCON 1.
Camera, then it wasn't a big deal. Her screaming at the kids, her screaming at the dogs, no big deal. Well, you people are fucking terrifying. They should just send you over to Gaza. You would take over Hamas. Seriously, with your lack of empathy for other people. Your ability to hate people to the point that you're willing to let a child. See, you let this go unchecked for months. We were pointing it out the entire time.
Uh-huh.
really
Oh,
hear kids.
it's been
We
taken
didn't
care of.
necessarily see them on camera all the time.
Oh, I'm
And
sure.
if we did, it was more of a glimpse, or some of the stories that she told. Like, it wasn't like in your face. Like
And
this
people
time,
talk to her. I
Yes.
talked to her. I know other people would talk to her. Like, you've got to mute when your kids come in. And she
Mhm.
would like do
You
it
got to mute when you're yelling at your kids, when you're screaming at your kids. You got to mute.
for a week.
How about just not have the child on the stream at all? Yelling at your kids doesn't fall under the same thing as what happened in this most recent stream. CPS/DPS doesn't see it as the same too. Yeah, Tank Girl.
And then just, go back to being her.
yeah. But this time it was her child right there in our face on camera.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'd like to say one other thing and then I'll continue. Hood pussy. Okay, I got that out of my system.
Just acting wild, right? Saying the most troublesome things.
Troublesome things, yeah. A child talking about grown men's genitalia and receiving pictures of it from other grown men. Which did her mother call the police? Which any father, you know, I know mother daughters have these weird relationships where they were literally fucked the same guy in the same night. It's disgusting. But like that shit ain't normal. Men have a different relationship. If their daughter was caught getting cock picked by some fucking adult, they would go out and find said adult and straighten him out.
That they would.
that anybody would find, you know, worrisome. So that's the difference. We didn't have that context before. We didn't know any of this before.
You just made me spit coffee out my nose. Damn you, Russ. Oh, I'm sorry, Tank Girl. Be careful.
So the
Yeah,
idea
and-
that people were just sitting on it is just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. I wasn't sitting on anything.
I don't need to see your chat.
And
Your
the
chat's
only person
retarded.
who's responsible for that child, again, is Locklear. And I hope
Yeah, exactly. They didn't see our kid on camera.
I dabbled in the hood pussy for quite some time. Ha!
Nor did they know the situation. Those were CO2 guns. The call that he was dead, I don't know what the fuck that was about. That's weird. You accused me of murder. I don't know if anybody's confessed to that one, but I would really like to have a talk with my attorney about that. But yeah, you've never.
And what happened? I see you guys aren't liking the stream. Yawn. I thought you all loved me. What happened? I'm only joking.
You never see my kid on camera, and you never hear me yell at him because I don't yell at my kid. For one, he's not in the.
Oh, I will also do this because why not? HOODPUSSY. What's that spell? Hood pussy.
Neglected, but you sit there with people who literally neglect their children.
Yes.
I would say
please.
letting your stalker move in is probably the highest form of fucking child neglect that you could ever have. There are people who try to get away from their stalkers. There are women who get murdered trying to get away from their stalkers. Okay.
I don't know what's going on with anything, but I hope this is a wake up call because she needs help.
Oh, does
Because
she?
she doesn't understand that it's wrong, and like there's a disconnect, and that child.
She is. What the child doesn't know, the child doesn't know it's wrong, but the woman does. The mother does. Don't give her a pass. I need
at risk. She needs a wake up call because she needs help because she doesn't understand.
Wake up call. I guess it is a wake up call, huh?
And that it's wrong, and like there's a disconnect.
Okay,
and
yeah,
that
the kid
child
doesn't.
is at risk.
Sarah does. Okay, y'all need to stop. Y'all like don't want to go in on her socioeconomic status. You don't want to go in on this, that, and everything in between. Why don't you go in on the fact that she's a woman in her late 30s, neglecting a child and saying very hyper sexualized things in front of them? I know you're condemning it now, but you're sugarcoating it. You're sugarcoating. Of course, I want the child to get help. I think the best help the child could get would be go live with a family member who gives a fuck and get the fuck away from Sarah and whatever inbred clique she's got going on in there, Kentucky.
Period. That's what matters. That's who's responsible. And I'm not going to sit here and feed in
And they're Kentucky.
to this, well, this person was there and that person was there and da 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 da. And I could easily do that. That's
But has Raven done that? Because I know your friend has. Vidal, she practices that.
not how I am.
Oh God, that's so
Okay.
silly.
Oh, Vidal. Did Vidal change recently or something? Because it definitely is the guilt by.
Ron's on Live Me trying to talk to women who keep dropping him. I wonder if Clara knows. Probably. Probably.
Association type. Look, I mean, I know we're supposed to be here talking about this child's neglect, but this, I'm not going to sit here and hear it. I don't know shit about Raven fucking Star, but I do know Vidal, and I know she's a fucking lying piece of shit.
That is
That's
so
not how
silly.
I am as a person, and I'm not doing it. I don't have anything against anybody.
All I said was,
Ron, you might want to cool it on the inbred jokes. You yourself is from Indiana. They are kind of known for that. Oh yeah, died, inbred cousin fucker, died, died this, dude that, dude up and down the block.
was that by the end of the week, everybody
They love that
who
stuff
knew
over there.
and about the situation should have flushed her out already. I'm not going after anybody. But after this week, it's like all the people who started fucking with Jeffrey Epstein after his 2005 conviction, which made him a sex offender, right? I side-eye every one of them motherfuckers. Yeah.
Me too.
Jay-Z, Beyonce, fucking Clintons. Yeah, a lot of your favorite actors, actresses, stuff like that. Is why would
Oh yeah, because they're a lot more popular than you. That's why you side eye them. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, he hit a nerve again.
would you fuck with a sex offender? Yeah. So if you haven't condemned Sarah, or if you haven't spoken to her to see that she's getting the appropriate help she needs, then I don't know what to tell you. You guys seem to like track everything about us and know everything about us. Why don't you
Fantastic
start tracking your
side.
girl?
Yes.
I'm not out to tear anyone down. I'd rather help build someone else up. Like
Oh my God.
I've really
Oh yeah.
You may be legitimate. You may be telling the truth, but when you're sitting there by Vidal, it's not helping your case any. I'm just telling you right now. As much as I'm hated, you need me there in that spot because she is a snake.
realized a lot of different things.
Why do they need you there in that spot? They don't need you nowhere aside from where you are right now.
Things in the last 5 months. Let's just say I've grown and changed a lot. So
Oh, okay. I'm glad. I'm glad if you've grown and changed. I've grown and changed too. I've went from caring about words on the internet
To buying likes for my streams. That's what I've done. And that's all I've done.
Good. People who were not there and could do nothing.
No, we pointed fingers. I know you're not. I don't. You're talking to us. We're like the primary ones to cover it. You're talking to us. We were talking to the people who claimed they weren't there, but they clearly were because they were typing in the motherfucking chat, Vidal. Okay. And yeah, if you're going to sit around and take her money, go ahead. I don't with any of y'all anyway. But what I'm saying is, if somebody's openly abusing their daughter and you're hanging out for it in the future, yeah, you're marked scarlet letter.
Is just you trying to deflect blame, and it kind of takes the focus off of
Deflect
Sarah
blame?
because really
What are you talking about? It takes the focus off of Sarah. So I love this new form of gaslighting. What are you doing? So you're saying if we don't talk about it, it takes the focus off of Sarah, or if we talk about other people's associations with her? No, because every person who is down and is abusing children or doing whatever needs to be exposed. And I believe that they gather in groups.
just you
Yeah, they do gather in groups and they do need to be exposed. Yep. Mm-hmm. They gather in groups in more ways than one.
trying to deflect blame, and it kind of takes the focus off of Sarah, because really that is where the real issue is. Sarah's
No, I agree. Yeah, it's fuck her. She's a child abusing piece of shit.
the one who's the
Yep.
adult. That is her mother. That is the one who's right there in the room, and that is
Yeah.
the one who failed for
Yeah.
the last 11 years.
Yeah, and all of you failed by sitting there watching it happen for weeks. We saw it happen months ago. We knew where this was going. What are we going to do about it? One, I don't make, unless I physically see a child, you know, there's a criteria for me, especially on the internet, to call CPS. And this is why I have never called CPS. And it just didn't meet that. And like I said, I didn't cover it until the cat was let out of the bag, and it had all.
Well, no, you didn't call CPS, but I do remember you telling me that you said that you emailed that Our Missing Hearts website and told them about me because of the whole entire mess from last year. Did you ever get a response from them? You never addressed that. They probably laughed like hell at you.
Already been properly handled by other people. Confirmed, right? That's when we started talking about it. But you all sat there and didn't say a single word to her or anybody else about it. You just sat there and talked shit about people you dislike. A fucking $1 million condo I own in your head is starting to. I'm starting to get a little paranoid in there. Right? It's not as fun anymore.
That we know of.
Oh, it's not
Right.
as fun anymore.
So
huh?
the idea that there was anyone else who could have done anything online, in her chat no less, is absolutely inane.
If anyone said,
What the fuck did you say?
Anyone else who could have done anything in the room, and that is the one who failed for the last 11 years that we know
Yeah.
of.
Jeez. What did you see that reached this level, Ron? When? I personally would like to know. It is the perfect opportunity to be the bigger person. Yes.
Right.
Mm.
So the idea that there was anyone else who could have done anything online.
You called CPS, not you personally, but people that you are friendly with. Just because you hated me, you called CPS. You didn't see shit, and you called CPS. While you sat there and listened to how this child talking, this mother spoke to this child and how she yelled. Oh, we'd tell her she needed to mute it when she yelled at her kids. What the fuck?
In her chat no less, is
Oh.
absolutely inane.
if anyone said,
No, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, Vidal.
She shouldn't have even done the stream in the first place. Shouldn't have even done the stream in the first place. Should have been on the phone with the police about that boy that was sending all that stuff to her daughter. Why would you fire up a live stream? Why would you start a live stream and tell everybody on the fucking internet about that? You want more heat? She did. She did. And more heat is exactly what she got.
God, fuck you sideways. You are such a fucking, I don't even know what you are. You're demonic at this point. Like, you have no soul. You have no empathy for anyone. You're only out for yourself.
Yeah, Tank Girl. Everybody has said that. Everybody has said that she should have been going to the police. She should have gone to the damn cops instead of making a fucking live stream and telling everybody, oh, look, yeah, I did this with my daughter. My daughter got sent this. My daughter did this. No. Get the fuck offline and take it to where it needs to be taken. And Tank Girl, she needs to fucking stay off the internet, period. Because after what she's done, no. Just don't even bother making content anymore.
Really are. You're disgusting. If you are there listening to Sarah Locklear telling her,
Wait, there was a second stream. Tank Girl, the only second stream that I know about is the one where she tried to apologize for it. And of course, nobody was buying it. I didn't see it, nor do I care about it.
her 11-year-old daughter, that she doesn't want that whatever, talking about both minor and adult penises. If that were me and my daughter, you would have called CPS. If that were me and my son talking about boobs or pussies or whatever, you'd have called CPS. Right? You would have. You would have.
Yeah, uh-huh.
But you sit here and you want to use this like as some kind of moral grandstand, like talking about
Okay, I must have missed all of that. Thank you for explaining. You're welcome, Tank Girl.
taking the attention off of Sarah. I don't give a fuck. Sarah's got her attention. The attention didn't need to be made online. It needed to be made legally. And it has been.
Yes, it has been. She is in a world of shit.
Okay? So it's out of everybody's hands at this point. Until she fires up another stream and fucks up again.
She better not. She better not.
You, Vidal. You, Raven. You've both sat idly by and ignored it.
Psyched for Life, shout out Psyched for Life, was in her chat in like February. It's on their Twitter.
Oh yes, yeah.
And they were like,
Psych for Life, yeah.
They were in Sarah's chat
Mm-hmm.
and they made a comment like, does anyone else not find it like
Mhm.
upsetting how she yells at her children?
Yeah.
Immediate
But did you call CPS? Because CPS came here because they said my kid was dead and there were airsoft guns on the bed. It makes
Aunt Maddie. Russ, that apology video with Sarah in the pink top is over a year old from when she drove with chat going. No one looked at the date. Oh, really? Okay, Aunt Maddie. I didn't know. I thought it was recent. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Greetings. Hello, Aunt Maddie.
explain something to you. We live in a constitutional carry.
Aunt Maddie, I don't know if you know, but DC had some very harsh words for you recently. I don't know what you did.
State, and my son is old enough to know how to handle a firearm. Okay, he can't legally go purchase one himself, but this is Indiana. Okay, and he is not a toddler. Okay, and those weren't real.
You do know you're going to be in a hell of a lot of shit if the police find out about that, right? You do know you're going to be in a hell of a lot of shit if the police find out about that, right? He's legally not allowed to purchase one, yes, for a reason. Okay? He's legally not allowed to one thing should mean something else is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, if he's legally not allowed to purchase a firearm, then that means that he is legally not allowed to handle one or operate one. That's your life. It's your life.
Real guns. Okay.
So
Blocked.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, and then she rants about it, and then she went after him because they said something on, or them, I don't know, went after them on Twitter. And look, she was even in Owl's chat on Monday,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm a good mom, we was just playing. It's like there's a disconnect there, and it's
Mhm.
concerning. And
Your kids aren't your fucking friends, dude. Your kids aren't your fucking friends. You make friends with your kids, you're fucked.
Oh, Russ, you don't know what you're talking about. Children can be around guns. No, they can't. No, they can't, because there have been way too many incidents in the United States regarding stuff like that, like of parents leaving their gun cabinets or whatever unlocked and the kid getting into it and ending up either injuring themselves or somebody else. It's too much. It's too big of a problem. It's too big of a problem. It's too big of a health and safety risk. It's not a good idea to have firearms loaded or unloaded around a child. It's not a good idea. I don't care who doesn't like hearing that. It's just not a good idea. It's too big a safety risk. Way too big a safety risk.
Now you've got a codependent relationship.
I hope she gets help.
I was raised with guns, but I was also raised with gun safety courses and also agree that kids should just not be around firearms. Yeah. Yeah, Tank Girl.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that looks like, but I hope she gets help.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
understand
Yeah, we'll
why
see.
people are treating the Sarah Locklear situation.
Yeah, I saw it earlier and remembered it from last year or the year before. Okay.
Differently than, say, DC or Negs.
The derangement continues.
You know?
Oh,
Or
yes, it
did
does.
are we demonizing the people who were in chat when Negs was over there picking up his kid from school high as balls?
Don't know what you're talking about.
They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about, but you are the very same person that took drugs that you received in the mail. All right.
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are you going to pull up a video of this? I have never gone to the school line high as balls. Dude, I take a medication now. Vidal, I want you to hear me out.
Why is he lying? We all know he has.
Take a medication now. Calm down, Sarah. And if I take it, I don't drive. I have to ask Clara to drive. Okay. But go ahead.
You take your medication, you have to ask DC to drive. Oh, yeah. Can't have him getting loopy while he's behind the wheel. I can go find it. I really don't want to. Yeah, Tank Girl, don't do him like that. You're going to make him cry. We've seen the video of it. Yep, we have, Principal Todd. Oh, well, Russ, why don't you actually, why don't you or somebody else in your community make an attempt to send me or DC the video? Because nobody cares. That's why. We ain't going to waste our time. We certainly have. And even if somebody does end up sending you the clip, you're just going to continue to deny it anyway, so there's no point. Hi, Ron drives better than sober DC. She's blind as shit. They need to take her entire front window and change it to her glasses prescription.
No, because we know it was his responsibility. Next is the adult. He's right there in real life.
So why didn't you call the police? Or if I was high as balls, why didn't you call the police and have them come up and try to get me on public intox? Huh? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? It's because you don't give the fuck. You don't fucking care about the welfare of children. All you want to do is get one over on people.
Ah, okay.
Now, I'm not going to say that the people in this chat were great people. I'm just
Nonsense. Those cops keep pulling her over because she's pretty. Silly wabbit. Aunt Maddie, DC is pretty. Maybe if you're high on acid or something. That's mean, Principal Todd. Russ, don't be that rude. I'm just stating the obvious. Pretty scary looking, yeah. They are anti-Semitic. They were able to tell she was Jewish from looking in the car and pulled her over. Todd, it don't have nothing to do with her being Jewish. If you break the law, you break the law. The cops don't care what religion you are.
saying they're not responsible for what he does. This is the same
Yeah.
thing with Sarah. No one else is responsible.
Sarah has a small following. She probably had 8 to 12 people watching her. There was one person chatting in that chat during those conversations, and they denied being there or denied hearing it. That's lying. Okay, Fidel?
Yeah.
I understand you want to, like, you know, you're not intelligent. You're not educated. You're not well-read. You're a manipulator. That's all you are. You would excel in politics.
Yeah,
Bet.
if I start going off and
Yes,
screaming and
you
yelling,
would.
and, you know, swearing and throwing stuff around my room,
In your mind,
I'm
she
not
would.
responsible. Were the people in Rakita's chat responsible? Ooh, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Every person that sat there and watched that man continue to.
Nobody else's thumbs up the program. He claims the Connorsville PD hates Jewish women, in his words. That's what Ron said. I'm just going by him. Yeah, they don't hate. No. Police will do their job regardless of who the person that they pull over is. Okay? And that's it. Because they still want to get paid at the end of the day, just like everybody else.
Get drunker and drunker and come back with and obviously be on drugs and never reported it once. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same as everybody who dogpiled that woman last year and she took her own life. As you sat there in those chats and dogpiled her, I hold you responsible for that. Absolutely. Because I thought, you know, the internet would be a.
He is talking about Lil Mama. Lil Mama was a lady that had taken her own life. The thought of the curve of the glass on both her glasses and windshield is making me car sick.
A place where the world could bond and lift one another up, or at least just learn to laugh at one another, right? But then when we see people hurt somebody, like Sarah and her daughter, she's fucking her up completely.
Uh-huh.
You can't help but see, you just used us to take attention off of Sarah. You literally did what you condemned
Tank girl. Oh no.
me for about 10 minutes ago.
Oh gosh, yeah. Gomaman, that is exactly right. The difference is that they want to point the finger at someone so they can feel morally superior.
I am morally superior in every way that you couldn't even imagine possible. And I can say that. I don't fuck being humble. I've seen the things you've said over years, Vidal. You could fool all these other.
Sit down. Be humble. DC's head looking smaller in her glasses is called minification. And yeah, an entire car with minification would be trippy. But DC would say, wow, the window's so clear.
Other new people, old people, whatever. Your problem is you're fake. You're phony or a fraud, right?
Ah.
Once you turn your camera on, right? and look everybody in the eye like I do nearly every stream.
That's really what
Yeah.
it is. It's great. It's moral
Yeah, go ahead.
grandstanding at its finest.
And
That, yes, OMG.
listen, as most of us are, I myself have a history of childhood essay. So I wouldn't sit on clips. And again, I'm not going to drag anyone else down because that.
What does okay? So I'm a survivor of childhood essay. My friend, an adult friend. Okay, so like see, there's nothing that can happen to me that you would sympathize with, that you would take into consideration as to why these issues are a big deal with me. Because not you, Raven. I'm talking to Vidal at this point.
Okay.
If you're going to bring it up, have a good reason. I don't know why you're bringing it up, so I'll just bring mine up. Okay, there, we're both survivors. Now what? Do I get the benefit of a doubt from Vidal now? Not that I'd ever want it or need it.
And I get, like I said, I get it. People want to distance themselves and wash their.
He wants the benefit of the doubt from everybody. Because, yes, he does need it.
Hands of her.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Why do you think I did years ago? Because she's a fucking problem. She's a goddamn pillhead.
Oh, they want to minimize their role in interactions with her because
My interactions with her were a long time ago. And the last time I checked, see, I know who you're talking about. You did know that she came up on my panel, right? It was an open panel. She came up there and got completely wrecked by Swede. Yeah, Swede called her everything but, a woman, really.
because now everyone's noticing.
Wow.
Again, it's no one's responsibility but Locklear's.
Right.
Probably 90% of the people in this chat, unfortunately, are a survivor. So you gonna start respecting us more or what? So, I mean, it seems like a prereq to not catching Vidal. Vidal, I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed, but this Negs deranged syndrome, it's stronger than it's ever been. But it's kind of like if you look at the world of politics, right? Like I'm Trump and you're the left. Like I'm.
Hey, birthday boy. Hey, hello, the bandit. The bandit, my birthday was 2 days ago. But thank you anyway.
8 points ahead of you in the polls, and you're out here rigging trials and lying to get one over on people.
You don't have to lie about your association. You can own it. There's nothing wrong. And
Yeah,
you
like,
say, you know what?
okay,
We didn't know before this.
Yeah,
No
if
one
you-
knew.
If you
But don't, fair enough. I've said
Oh, God.
that. Fair enough. I said what I don't appreciate is when people who were there deny being there when they were there at that moment. It's called timestamps. It's called chat replay. Okay. The same shit that you guys use to in Discord. Sorry, Raven. I don't fucking know you. Maybe I do. It doesn't matter.
you gave her some advice or you tried talking to her behind the scenes, I don't know if you made a thumbnail for her. That doesn't mean you're responsible for her and her actions and what's going on in her house. And I'm not going to sit here and throw fucking shit at anybody else.
I will. Give me your shit. I'll throw it. You guys are just mad because you have to morally align yourselves with Negs and DC Media Girl. That is sad.
No. Wrong.
That is sad. That means that there's something in you that was willing to tolerate a certain amount of abuse of a child just because you hated us. That's disgusting. It's disgusting. And you come over here and throw this virtue signaling like shade at people. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So I don't know. Does anyone have any questions?
I laugh at your general
Seeing a lot of good
direction.
comments and chat. This, like I said, I thought about it and I weighed it, and the clips I have don't matter. The
Yeah.
GoFundMe shit, none of that matters now.
Oh, okay.
Everybody
None of
knows
it
she was
matters now.
spewing the N word all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? Who cares? I mean, I banned it on my panels, but like, really, who cares?
You've said it, though. You've said it. You have said that. What do you mean, who cares? You can ban it all you want. It still doesn't change the fact that you said it yourself.
She has a biracial child, so she feels like she's entitled to say the N word. But who cares? It's just a word anyway. Term of endearment, right? Like Vidal. Vidal's my nigga, ain't you?
Which
See, this is exactly what I meant.
to me, I don't. I'll be honest. I don't really care about, because unfortunately, if we're gonna police everybody saying the N word on the internet, it's just, I'm not gonna have life. I don't care. She said the N word. I
See?
didn't like it. I didn't really hang out
Yeah.
with the woman, so
See? And you don't like me, so what does it matter? What does it matter? It's a fucking word.
I did try. I
Let's
tried to be
stop
nice
there.
to her, but there,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
did too.
there came a point.
Yeah, it is a word until you end up saying it around the wrong people. You say it around people that don't like it or don't want to hear it. Watch it. Watch it.
Where I kind of realized, I was like,
Why do you think we need to feel morally superior? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't think you understand how certain mental illnesses work. You wake up feeling like a million different things, right? Until the meds kick in and blah, blah, blah. I don't need to feel morally superior to anyone. But I will tell you this right now. I will never physically harm a person unless I have to defend myself. That is the only time I would ever physically harm somebody. I would never lie. And the only lie people are trying to nail me on is the fact I say I own this house, which I do. You only own 50% of a house. How do you own 50% of a house? I don't. I own it. Okay? I own it. It's called living estate. Look into it, right?
It's called you live off of DC's dead aunt's money. That's what it's called. It's called DC's aunt passed away, and she gave you all of the money that she got from that, from her inheritance from that, and that's what you've been living off of. Aside from the benefits that you get from your child.
I won't lie. Refuse to lie. It's cost me thousands of subscribers. It's cost me viewerships during lives because I will not play your fucking games. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to sit here and make shit up about people. Have I regurgitated shit that other people made up? Absolutely. Did I go out and say that it was made up? Yup, did that too.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to her on the phone once last summer, and I was one of the people that told her, like, you've got to meet when your kids come in, and remember to pause the video when you talk because we can't hear you, and just like little things to maybe improve her streams a little bit and whatever. And
hey, maybe mute when you yell at your kids. What the fuck, dude? She's just gonna turn it on to do the shit anyway. Jesus.
we all tried helping her.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Donna Morte. Yeah, there's no need to hide the panels that were done with her. I'm not sure why we're trying.
No, don't. I want to go back and review them.
To retcon the situation. I don't understand that.
Oh, you don't understand why people are trying to retcon child abuse? What are you talking about? I don't even know what retcon means. But the fact that you have to sit here and tell other people they're deflecting from Sarah while deflecting from Sarah.
You don't know what retcon means? I know what retcon means. Retcon is a shortened form of retroactive continuity. and refers to a literary device in which the form or content of a previously established narrative is changed. That is the meaning of retcon.
Is very interesting, Vidal. I've heard you do this before where you tell everybody else, hey, this rule doesn't apply to me. Okay, it applies to you, but not me.
She was there. So like why are we acting like she wasn't? It's not like all of a sudden, we have to be hands off and act like we weren't there. No.
No, I can't wait to go back and see the panels where she yells at her kids or kid or even her animals while you guys sit there, and I'm going to watch the chat replay and watch you guys say not a goddamn word. Guaranteed.
We could say we were there. We didn't know. We didn't know
we were there, but we didn't know. How are you there and not know? When she wasn't muting her mic, how do you not know? See, this is like just you giving yourself plausible deniability. You were there. If you're there at the scene of a murder, you were at the scene of a murder.
Yeah.
It's
like trying to blame someone for not
Oh,
knowing.
God.
I understand they say ignorance is not an explanation for breaking the law or whatever. But I mean, we're not the ones breaking the law here. You know what I mean?
No, but you guys have stuck your nose in many other places and CPS was involved or the authorities or whatever. You've done that a million other times to other people,
Okay.
right? Oh, or to me. I'm just going to, I know one person who called. Can't remember if it's the highest misdemeanor or the lowest felony you can get. I can't remember. It may be. I think it is a felony. False report is.
Yeah. Maybe a good conversation to have would be what any of us might, how we might better be able to handle this in the future.
See something, say something, which none of you did.
If, a similar
Did you do that?
situation pops up where there's somebody who, is yelling at them.
Did you make an effort to contact anybody about what Sarah did aside from just doing streams? No. So whatever.
Their kids and doing this and doing that. And
Mm-hmm. So why was CPS at my house twice in 5 weeks? And I know why the second time they
because again, I got shut down, and people can say and think what they want about it. People are going to say and think what they want about me anyway. Okay, have at it, but parameters.
What we call this is the boomerang effect. You sat there and accused people of things that they were not doing. It was projection, as we always like to say. I mean, I get a little tired of saying that, because it's like I learned a new word and I'm overusing it, but it's projection.
Yeah.
Because it's always going on in your own community. It's always going on with you guys. And then when it gets called out by us, you have this moral conundrum where you're like, fuck, I hate these people, but I have to morally agree with them. Like there are sometimes
The heck was
like
that?
that's why people get raked over the coals when they say
Was that Siri? I can understand that.
they agree with Hitler on certain things. Yeah, the dude's a monster, but you can't just take something logical he said or anybody says just because you hate them and be like, oh no, it's because they said it. No, you have to keep that energy with everybody. If you want what's best for Sarah, then you should want what's best for me. Did you ever reach out to me about my parenting since it's such a big problem? By the way, I know who
DC says you enabled all of it and cheered on people who openly abused our family and business.
came in my chat last night and said the thing they said. Oh my God. You should just shave your head. Really. You should just shave it. Shave it bald. Go full Britney, bitch.
Why?
Like in the future, maybe we all shouldn't be quiet. Maybe, in the future, maybe we all, eh, like in the future, maybe we all shouldn't be quiet. Maybe,
What the fuck? Really? Wow. Thank you, Raven. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. We're just gonna rest on that for a second, guys.
I agree
We're just
with
gonna
that.
rest on that for a second because she just admitted to being quiet. When you are quiet about child abuse and stuff like that, guess
Silence is complicit. Being silent means you're complicit. That's what that means.
wow. Wow. I can't believe you would even say something like that on the.
Oh dear. Now DC says I can't get a job because you bitches follow my every move and think it's fucking hilarious when people tried to destroy my career.
Record. Maybe we shouldn't be quiet. Do women hate one another? Do you all hate one another? No, that's almost where I'm going to stop. I think Raven said it. She just said it best.
Gen X music rules. Great plan in the future. Ignore child abuse and grooming and over-sexualization and men preying on an 11-year-old.
Maybe in the future we shouldn't be quiet. Hell, okay. Because I know the next goddamn thing I see of that nature, if I see it, I'm calling. I don't give a fuck. I'll give my name. You can ask who called. Ron Paul Corbin.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of it. And you said maybe you shouldn't be quiet. Hey, I don't do those calls because there are mandated reporters everywhere. And you would think that some of you women who are mothers, we know Vidal's probably not. I guess she's not. I don't know if Raven is. Don't give a fuck. But you don't know what it's like to be a parent. Okay. And for those of you who do, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you making plays on people's lives over a little bit of ass pats on the internet? Like, wow, man, that's super cool, man. Like, you mean like people telling you you're cool and shit for like 2 seconds? Fucking stupid.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, now we're going to get back to the stream maybe in a second. I don't know. That's a really good, that's a soundbite.
All right, you do that. You do that. That's enough for me. That is enough for me. Has anything else happened on the farms? Nope. I just looked. It's still the same stuff. Still the same stuff. I don't know if I saw that Owl was gonna go live. I don't know if she's live still. Oh yeah, she is still live. All right, well, Restifer has done his due diligence with the attic again for tonight. So thank you all for coming. My birthday was a real breeze. A real breeze. All right.